Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel Quaint Cosmos. Amedeo Avogadro. His name might be known to you. If you have studied chemistry, then you might know his name. Avogadro's hypothesis is there, again Avogadro's law is there. Avogadro's hypothesis, this term is used, again Avogadro's law, this term is also used. Is there any difference between the two? In some textbooks, you will get Avogadro's hypothesis. Again, in some textbooks, in some other textbooks, you will get Avogadro's law. Which one is the correct? Okay, actually, the correct answer is Avogadro's law. Initially, in his lifetime, it was known as Avogadro's hypothesis, but later it became Avogadro's law, and there is a difference between the two. Though in his lifetime, it didn't become a law. Okay, so what happened actually in the year 1811, Avogadro proposed a hypothesis. And hypothesis, that means what? Hypothesis means it is an educated guess based on logic and reasoning. Hypothesis is an educated guess based on logic and reasoning. So he proposed a hypothesis. That means Avogadro proposed a hypothesis. Equal volumes of gases at the same temperature and pressure contain equal numbers of molecules. But initially his idea was misunderstood, means his hypothesis was misunderstood, then dismissed, but later held as one of the cornerstones of chemical science or chemistry. Yes, this happened with his hypothesis. What is the reason why his hypothesis was misunderstood and therefore dismissed by most of the chemists? Reason was, at that time, in his hypothesis, the term molecule was there. In his hypothesis, the term molecule was there, but at that time, molecule was not clearly understood by all the scientists, whether physicists or chemists. At the time of Avogadro, or when Avogadro proposed his hypothesis, at that time, the term molecule or the term atom, these were not clearly understood by the physicists and chemists. That's why his idea was initially misunderstood and therefore rejected by the chemist. But many years later, means few decades later, Cannizzaro, he was an Italian chemist. Avogadro was an Italian physicist and Cannizzaro was an Italian chemist. He used his hypothesis, means Avogadro's hypothesis, to explain atomic structure, to explain chemical formulas. And then it became a law. So how it became a law? To become a law, repeatedly you have to verify the same experiment. Experiments must be done and repeatedly you have to do the experiments, and in all the experiments same results should come. Okay, means repeatedly verification is required. Then only that hypothesis can become a law. Initially, in most of the cases, everything remains as a hypothesis. Later, after verification, means experimental verification and repeated experimental verification is required. And in all the cases, same results should be produced. Then only it becomes a law. The hypothesis becomes a law. Okay, so in his lifetime, his hypothesis didn't become a law, but later Cannizzaro, with the help of Cannizzaro, since he used his hypothesis to explain atomic structure and chemical formulas, and later at that time other developments were also there. Using all those things, it was proved by the scientists that his hypothesis was actually a law. And his number is known to you, well-known number, Avogadro's number. It's just a tribute to him. The number is 6.022 into 10 to the power 23, Avogadro's number. Okay, it is what, you know the meaning of this. A mole of any substance contains 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 number of particles. A mole of any substance contains this number of, means Avogadro's number, okay, particles. That is known to you, okay. Anyway, so this was all about today's topic. Actually, the topic of discussion was what? Topic of discussion was the difference between, just to discuss the difference between hypothesis and law. Okay. Anyway, so this was all about today's topic, and this is the end of this video. If you found this video informative, so please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Okay, thanks for watching.